It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we'll see the Broncos' creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Broncos and the Patriots, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing on first down. Nix. Short throw caught by Dosage. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Broncos had 8-3 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Douglas, the man in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Nix. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Fielded at the 33. Oh, nice move. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We can look at this Bronco defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
1st down, New England.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Broncos.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The throw over the middle, taken in. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. throw here out of the gun. That's taken in by Dulcich. Touchdown, Broncos! Greg Dulcich, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Man in motion is Agnew. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running with Barber out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. On 1st and 10, Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 3rd down, Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off the play fake. Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jamar Chase 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Douglas, the man in motion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Buying time to his left. Shoves him aside. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On 1st down, Nix. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Operating from the gun, Nix.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Same connection, Dulcich once again. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll run with Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Nix.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Throwing on 1st down. Nix. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix over the middle, complete. It's more. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Nix. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Marvin Mims,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They'll look to throw. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. Tank Dell, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up the Pacific Coast to Seattle to check on the Seahawks at home at Lumen Field. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. 3 touchdown passes there for Mac Jones. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson getting the job done again as the win moves his guys to a terrific 9-2 on the year.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
At the 26-yard line.
On second down, it's Stevenson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play, and it's third down.
Man in motion is Agnew.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. On 1st down, Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And now out come the Patriots. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On play action, they'll throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
They're on the 20-yard line.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And some strong running. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30.
That's good. Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Broncos continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it...
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage.